before you're taking on Parco?
100%. You're like, before coming, you have that time to reflect on all the experiences in the past, and yeah, it's definitely the motivation to have a good time when you're here and get it on,
That's right. We'll be hanging out with Pat G throughout this matchup as we watch Jeremy Flores and Ace Buchan start their battle. This is a classic bout on paper. Like, look at Jeremy, Ace. We're talking over a decade of experience when they come to the World Tour.
Through the roof. I mean, here's Buchan right here. Oh.
So Ace up and out. Talking about the level raising, Pat, you spent, 4 straight seasons on the championship tour. You had to survive that whole mid-season cutoff.
The Parco and Slater and all these guys, I mean, they reigned supreme for so long, and now there's just such a rad group of people. Everyone can do anything,
Watching Flores now set up his second effort, pulling into a stretched out pit, getting messy towards the tail end. So Flores ends up going down. 2.67 start as he's building fresh off that major win at the Pipe Masters. Now a 2-time Pipe Master taking on Ace Buchan. Both these guys with win in Tahiti, so they're really solid when it comes to barreling conditions.
See it from the shoulder? You see like a really perfect barrel go by and Parco's in it? No, it is a wave of wave selection. I really think when I look at Snapper, it's about being on the right wave, and you saw it with John in his heat the other morning. Mikey was just on superior waves and surfed great on him, and I think that really is a reflection of this venue, being able to be on those waves. Really, doing the QS is such a great teacher for yourself, and I think that gratitude coming to the CT is really good to have in your back pocket,
Looking at that turn on the open face, seeing Jeremy get down the line. Anything you liked out of this, Potts?
Well, I think it's just one of those ways to get the ball rolling, Joe. I think it's been a bit of a slow heat. Obviously with Toledo and Italo Ferreira in that last heat, I think they used up all the good ones. I mean, that was an incredible heat. The ocean takes a bit of a breather, Pat. When you're sitting there watching, as we'll see Ace here on this one.
Ace still making a move, well overhead section, just up and out.
When you watch a heat before yours and it's absolutely pumping, do you have in the back of your mind, like, are we going to have a slow one, or do you get super excited that you're going to get good waves in that heat?
Watching a lot of the heats, I feel like they kind of goes in rhythms, for sure. Like one heat pumps, one heat's kind of a little slow.
Round, you're looking at scores in the 5 range being keepers, and he found a couple of 8s being the local hero as we look at Ace Buchan getting down the line. Clean connection off the roof. He's had big performances here. His backhand has served him well at Jeffreys Bay. A proud father and family man, a businessman as well. He'll just take this one through the inside. And also Ace Buchan getting the chip in. Projection snap, solid, Pat. What do you think about that first move?
Oh, man, dude. These guys, I love Ace's backside. He's so sharp and so powerful. I think that he's oftentimes undervalued for how technically great he surfs on his backhand. I know for Tanner and Dane, my brothers, they look up to Ace a lot. We watch a lot of his videos, and anytime we get to surf on him.
Great connection. Flores looking to answer. First vertical turn, solid. Second one, straight up off the top again. Frontside wrap for Jeremy Flores. Throwing that combination through the inside. 3 beautiful hooks. Now a 24 on the clock. The 3 before, you talked about Potts just being a little warm-up wave. That one a shorter space, but really high-quality maneuver.
And I think what we've seen over the last few days is the judges are not going to be scared to do that. Obviously, there's every now and again you'll get a wave that'll go through a little marley section, but most of the work's got to be done out the back. So focus on those big turns, punctuate your maneuvers, focus on each individual maneuver. Obviously, I think that's going to go into his top 2 for sure. He's just got a better 2.67. So
Creel behind me, just supporting me and pushing me to my best. So I'm really stoked to that, and that's what feels like really comfortable. And once I'm comfortable, I can show that on my surfing. So
we're talking about the Brazilian support on the beach, but tell me about the Brazilians we have on the tour at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is what happened before the jump onto the sled. First turn, what'd you think, Potts?
Beautiful turn there. Pat, you always touched on the power base that Jeremy Flores has, but that flow, which is an important thing out here at Snapper Rocks. I mean, you've got to be able to get those maneuvers linked up really nice and clean, but yet radical as well. So that conversation of speed, power, and flow never goes old in the sport of surfing. You need that to produce these big turns. As he hooks into this one, I mean, a strong back foot surfer, just clicking there. So that double drag with a hand is becoming very popular, Pat.
I honestly, the last 2 years, it feels like that's become one of the most go-to maneuvers that
who started it?
I feel like I mean, this could be totally random, but did Tyler Wright kind of start that? I mean,
She was
I remember her doing a lot.
yeah.
Kersey, I remember seeing a bunch. Obviously,
Steph Gilmore
John.
does it. Steph does it quite a bit
She
as
does
well.
a great
so-
one. Coco started doing it because she said she loves how Steph does it as well.
I'm on the QS watching him surf. He's so fun to watch. Oh, tube time.
Coming off that with a little barrel attempt from Jeremy Flores. 6.83 on his last with some big maneuvers. Buchan still chasing him, needing a 7.16 as Flores duck dives and he'll get back out there. So yeah, watching Mikey a lot. You've been seeing his intensity on the QS. Diving into action with Ace Buchan. Beautiful backside turn, throwing some water off the top. Diving in again with a huge backside hack, and he'll just carve his way through. Two beautiful hooks, a dream wave to start off for Buchan. Clean slice off the top again, and he'll jam it vertically down the line. What timing.
That is a comeback wave right there, isn't it?
All the way through the inside with a finish. Remember, he just talked about 3s and 4s before that. A 7.16 is what he's needing for a lead change. Joe Turpel with Martin Potter. Still Pakadauskas hanging out here for an exciting heat that's just kind of switching on.
Yeah, they're probably dancing around just psyching on that one. That was insane. Buchan just, he went to surgery right there. He just went and put that thing down.
Well, talk us through it. Come on. Show.
Yeah, well, I think, you know what's great about Buchan is his timing and precision. Like that is just phenomenal. And today is really hard to get sections. I mean, those are, geez Louise. That's sick. I love when Ace is on, you can feel that little bit of electricity coming through him. And I think that this last turn, you really kind of feel it coming through.
He's a bit of a fighter, isn't he, too? I mean, as soon as he gets his back against the wall, that's when we almost see the best come out of Ace Buchan. I mean, the backside bottom turn, probably one of the most important maneuvers in surfing that kind of gets overlooked is that bottom turn, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think that for me personally, I love the grab rail, backside grab rail bottom turn. I think it's just punk rock. I know.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
What's the difference between grabbing and not grabbing? Does it just give you that extra point of contact with the board, that more sort of speed? That
I think so. I mean, for me, I like doing it just because it's fun. Like, I just get psyched when I do it because I feel kind of like an old school style maybe. But I think you can literally push as hard as you want to. And, like, in that moment, like, you might need extra power coming through or just
and you know you're getting low. Like, if you're grabbing the rail, you're low.
Yeah,
to
get
the
low,
board,
get low.
low center of gravity. I
The lower
remember the
the better.
Hopgoods would watch the Aki clips and say, hand down, man down. When he put that back arm down, you know he was going nuts off the top.
Yeah, Pat, you probably would
100%.
agree with that?
Yeah, I would say that's the hardest event to win on tour. And obviously the most prestigious. I think that Jeremy, I think he's won twice, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so I mean, that's just phenomenal. And he is that guy. He's so good in the barrel, and he's put a lot of time, obviously, in Tahiti, and I think New Caledonia he spends a lot of time. And, I mean, seriously one of the best barrel riders in the world.
Just coming up from what was now an important wave, because Ace's wave locked in the excellent range at 8.33. We're getting a call coming in, Pat. We've got a question for you from the water. Strider Wazalewski was first. He's watching this. Jeremy up and out. Waz, what do you have for it?
0.67 on his opening one. Medina trying to answer back.
And now hitting that first section pretty hard, and he's down. Let's take one more look.
Oh, it's a little bit of a smaller wave, but watch it grow. Watch it get bigger and steeper. Connecting nicely on that first turn. Deep bottom turn and a critical slip line speed float. And again, so 3 solid maneuvers. Were they critical enough? Were they done with the pizzazz and the X factor that the judges are looking for?
Judges looking at the replay. They know a spot of round 4 is on the line.
Gosh.
It comes in at a 6.27. Not enough. Ace Buchan takes the win and moves on to round 4 here at the Quiksilver Pro.